It is held in conjunction with Singapore Garden Festival, supported by Singapore Tourism Board. It is proudly organised by Indian Chefs and Culinary Association, Nanyang Inc. and Stewart Solutions. It will be happening on 23rd to 31st July, 10 AM to 10 PM at Gardens by the Bay, along Dragonfly Lake, right next to Bayfront MRT station.
We are bringing out the young talent chefs to come out in the market to promote them with the new ideas, with the traditional cooking and traditional dishes. My philosophy is eat good food, eat healthy food, be healthy, and what you eat, what you become. This is the best tourist spot and the most attractive tourist spot in Singapore. And we are going to put some stalls there. And this time we are going to bring second generation hawker center scope. We involve everybody, not only Indians, we involve all the cuisines and bring out there and let the tourists and everybody know what is Singapore flavors.
Food is considered to be a very important element to our body. At the same time, it also helps us to take some of the natural herbs that I think is very important to balance your diet. Truly look into the new coming generation of chefs and make them feel that this is a career that they can really go high up. And also it benefits in a term of business. If you want to do an entrepreneur business with yourself, you can learn at the same time you can be a chef.
I'm glad to be part of the event in Dining in the Garden City because I can publish local delight to the public, and also it exposed me to more other cuisine, and also I'm able to make more chefs. My philosophy of food is having fresh ingredients, cooked simply, using the top quality ingredient, not complicating the flavor, and reserve the value of the nutrition.
This is a very prominent event in Singapore where we get to showcase what we want to do. The place that is held in Garden by the Bay is a very nice place where there's a lot of flowers and it represents Singapore. So to be able to present our food there is definitely an honor for us. My philosophy on food is definitely need to taste good. So you need to be true to what you want to do. Basically, at the end of the day, people would want to love your food.
Anything got to do with fresh ingredient, anything got to do with heart and soul, that's what you get. That's my philosophy. I was Aero from Singapore Halal Federation. Okay, they say that, chef, I think you are fit, you are cafe fit to be in this festival. So at the same time, they tell that I'm always bring wow factor on the table. So I think that's the reason.
Traditional Hokkien DIY popiah, that means you do it yourself. So we've been serving all the condiments for you. Started from my great-grandmother, so passed on to my grandfather and my auntie and to me now. So my granddad is still around, he's 97. So yeah, it's a very heritage brand in Singapore. Still staying on with the traditional food, but we add in some condiment, like for the popiah itself, we can add sausage, prawn or crab meat. And also, we're also selling traditional kombat over here. And kombat usually is white bun. So I have go to new concept of doing more healthy bun. That's in we add in the pumpkin, so it look nice and healthy.
Started from my dad, who used to be a chef in a seafood restaurant. But back then, as you guys know, seafood stalls only operate in the evening. So he thought of coming up with something during the daytime. That's how he created the curry puffs. Our mission is to put Asian flavors in the puff form, so people can, savor the nice flavors on the go.
Started from 1967 from my dad, Senior Mr. Lai. We started at Albert Street from a small store. From the youngster point of view, more fusion style, plating, design, it's different from my dad's. Now it's more about the ambience, services, etc.
The store actually operates 24 hours. It's the first in Singapore that will operate 24 hours. And it was started by my mom and my dad. So for the past, we have to work very long hours. And as far as I say, like hawker, you have to work from morning till night to earn enough just to cover rental and your manpower. So for now, what we have done is that we try to minimize the stores. So we started our own online store 2 years ago.
My father started from a small stores, so since 1965. So in 1984, he got his own shop. Then also along Changi Road, then he started selling more seafood items other than Hokkien Mee. So until today, our Hokkien Mee have a lot of other way of cooking. One of it is like extra oyster Hokkien Mee, and another one is the Hokkien Mee in the clay pot served with abalone.
Our business actually started in 1946. Then our grandfather, which is the first generation, actually started along the pushcart along Chinatown. So then he actually insisted that our fishball is actually made of 100% fish meat. Then he also believed in making on the spot and selling everything on that day. So after which he rallied upon his 3 sons to actually expand the food menu and the variety to what we have actually today.
It was actually inspired by a relative who operated a prawn noodle many years ago in Tiong Bahru market. I think back then it was called another name, Singapore market, if I'm not wrong. And because we want to retain our family recipe and to have like a 古早味道, you know, so that is why we decided to open a stall a year ago. Well, we did change a few flavors. Like instead of just a traditional prawn noodle, we came out with a king prawn noodle, and we also only use fresh uncut prawn, which is one of the best prawn. So it has a sweetness to the broth as well.
1950年代，那个时候就在我们叫 kaki， 目前叫 kaki， 是以前那些鼓励吃的，对，因为这个肉骨茶的营养非常好，因为那个鼓励他们需要那个体力来劳作，所以他们需要肉，然后我们用那个胡椒来炖汤，那个胡椒它可以祛风祛寒，增加他们的抵抗力、免疫力，对，然后骨头呢会给它补它的肌肉。
It started off from my mom. She just had a passion for food, so she likes to eat food all around. So thinking about that, she do not want to let all these traditional tastes go to lose. That's why she decided to start. So she started off doing yam kueh, muah ji, popiah, all this. So slowly we entered Taka just to represent on all these traditional snacks.
What's so interesting about this fish head steamboat is because it's actually a culture that starts with Singaporean in 1927. It's called fish head steamboat because in the 1927 we start selling fish soup in a steamboat, but because of the fish head that we use, it's called a big head cup. Then after some time it became the fish head steamboat.
We want to showcase our desserts. Basically we do quality desserts, fine dining style desserts, but we sell it at an affordable price in our cafe. So it's a good opportunity for us to showcase our dessert itself. So this is something different from what we usually sell at the cafe itself because we cater more towards this event by using more local ingredients and flavors.
This is a plaster blaster. So basically it's a plain prata sitting on a Thousand Island dressing, turkey ham, poached egg, hollandaise sauce and spring onions. So we wanted to marry something that's Indian with something Western, and that's what you get.
This is actually the Hakka thunder tea. So it's been passed down generations from my grandma to my mom to me. And this is one of the dishes that we want to showcase because we understand that there's a lot of Singaporeans right now and they all love to eat healthily. And recently there's this need from Singaporeans that they are very aware that eating thunder tea or lei cha is actually one of a very healthy choice.
Apart from the chef's modern twist of local food, do look out for food that's close to our hearts, presenting to you by Food Gen 2 and the participating brands.